All right, let's put on some music here. All right, hello YouTube. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Mine was nice. It's nice to get a break from work. Anyways, based on my title, I just wanted to say how I'm excited for Dragonflight. I know, crazy concept, right? I've been playing the game for a long time, and it's funny. I think I'm most excited for this expansion compared to ever since, I guess, Legion, which is actually when I came back to WoW. And I guess I wanted to explain like the top 3 reasons why I'm excited for Dragonflight. I guess for me, I'm not a big raider. I don't PvP a lot. I just do it for fun. I don't do Mythic plus 15 dungeons or anything. I don't do the instance stuff as much. I'm definitely more of a world content guy. I could just kind of play for fun and sometimes watch YouTube on my other monitor. I also play with my brother. Anyways, I'm actually really excited for this expansion. I guess one, for the location, actually, just the Dragon Isles. Funny enough, I think this is kind of the last place the original creators and just like the original world built up, right? I think Dragon Isles is kind of the last location on Azeroth that's been talked about kind of since Classic WoW, or at least it was like mapped out in Classic WoW, and like there were old pictures of it being influenced by the old gods and everything. And I just think that's kind of exciting that we're kind of going to the last big zone or island that we can explore that's really based off the core original game. And I hope we learn. It seems it's mostly going to be about dragons and the Titans, which is really cool. Dragons are always cool. I love dragon lore. It's just in any fantasy game. Like when you think of a fantasy game, you think of the first mythical beast you think of is usually a dragon, right? So it's cool. It's cool stuff. It's a cool theme. But yeah, like I'm just excited to check out the Dragon Isles. Yeah, it's just. I think the other place we really haven't gone to is the Emerald Dream, which has been discussed. Like we've been to phases and shifts of it, but I have a high belief we're going to be doing kind of like an Argus thing where it's not going to be in a whole expansion, but we're going to go into the Emerald Dream and like it'll be a questing hub for a patch or something, just because there is a portal on the Dragon Isles. The first Emerald Dream portal's there. So I have a high belief that we're going to be going to the 2 last big places in Azeroth. I wonder what they're going to do next expansion, because this is it. Like after this, there's no land masses that Blizzard hasn't really done. That's at least from the original game. So anyways, that's my first positive. I'm just excited for the map we're going to, the location. Number 2 is just kind of what they've said during all their trailers, is the core. They're really just rebuilding the core foundations of the game again, which I think it definitely needed. I know there's a lot of old school players, and I've played for a long time, that they just kind of wanted to keep things the same. And hey, I'm one of those guys that doesn't like change. I'm trying to get better at that and get used to things change, right? And I think in the modern game, think about it, since the Burning Crusade, movement and flying, that core mechanic has never changed. Yeah, it's just the fact that we're getting dragon lighting. I know everyone's like, oh, it's not really that exciting. And yeah, maybe it's, it's whatever. But the fact that they're taking a risk and changing how we've moved on a flying mount since the Burning Crusade, which is 2007, like 15 years ago, is just, I think it's exciting, And when you think about, it's just this mundane thing, I wish there was a calculation to figure out how long you're actually, flying from place to place. A big chunk of our time is going to be traversing to different locations, right? So I think it's actually a big deal. And then our talents, right? The talents is another big core mechanic system that, is being revised. I'm blanking out there for a sec. But that's like a big one, and I've heard everyone seems to like it. I've leveled the character during the pre-patch, and yeah, I mean, I liked the old talent system. I think it's more fun that you can customize. As a lazy, I have 5 fingers, right? I'm lazy and just want to click 5 buttons on my character. That's it. I'm not that great at clicking 10 spells within 2 seconds. I pick all the passive talents, but you can still pick like passive talents and stuff, or pick talents and to kind of make your character play the way you want it to. It almost seems like each tree has kind of like 3 distinct play styles, like either 3 or 2, which is crazy because if there's 38 talent trees and each talent tree kind of has 2 ways to build it, that's like 60 plus talent, 60 plus specs, air quotes, or ways to build your character that they need to balance. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I guess just my second point is just core mechanics changing. And it's like they're like modernizing stuff and making stuff different and new. And I think that's what Warcraft needs. I hope they keep doing in the future. Just new things that are going to be permanent, right? That's kind of what I'm hoping for. New things. I know they have to sometimes put in a feature based around the expansion, but it was starting to get old for sure. The last 3 expansions. Oh, and I'm playing the Dragonflight music in the background, and I love this part. The violin. This is a throwback to Grizzly Hills. It's beautiful. I'm excited for the music for the game too. I'm definitely like a huge, just the outer world I'm excited for. And then I guess the last thing is, I guess you can kind of tie this into the second thing, but the new renown system. I know it was terrible last expansion with the Covenants. But man, the music. Anyways, the renown system. Like, basically that's a rework to how reputations have worked since the original game in 2004, where you had a bar and you went from friendly, what is it? Neutral, friendly, honored, revered, exalted, right? That has been reputations since 2004. And I know they kind of did renown last expansion, but that wasn't really like a reputation. It was kind of like your class hall kind of thing. It was, and you had power played, you had a player power tied to it. But this time renown is literally, and I'm pretty sure these are the only factions in Dragonflight, at least to begin with. And each faction basically is a renown bar where, you know, if you grind, and this is the stuff I'm going to do as a world content guys, to grind through this stuff and get cool cosmetics. Because I've always been even as a little kid playing this game, making your character look cool is my end game. Of course, you want to get strong. Like, I get strong to a certain degree that I can do the world content faster. But basically, even since when I PvP'd as a 10-year-old back in the day, or no, a 12-year-old back in the day, the reason I was grinding that gear wasn't because I loved PvP. It was pretty fun back then, but it was actually because I just loved the set, and it was the easiest way for a player that kind of plays by himself mostly to get a set. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling on. But those are kind of my 3 big things I'm excited for Dragonflight. And, you know, I'm looking at it with a positive spin. I know, it's fun to be negative right now. But yeah, I don't know. I might post some gameplay videos, and the launch is in 30 minutes, so I'm making this video because I actually have the day off. So yeah, the expansion starts in 30 minutes. That's crazy. Well, we'll see. If actually, I think they've been good with launches recently. So yeah, but I'm excited. I hope you all have fun playing Dragonflight. I know I will, at least at the beginning. The beginning of an expansion is always fun, right? Everyone's hyped. Everyone's playing. You see 20 plus people trying to get on the boat and everything. So yeah, those are kind of my main things of why I'm excited for Dragonflight. I'm actually going to be playing with my brother tonight, so that'll be fun. We always do the expansion launch together. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the lore, the world, the zones, where we're going to go next. I wonder what the next patch is going to be. Yeah, so all right. Have a great launching experience, and I'll see you on the Dragon House. See you later.